Welcome, dear listeners. Today we are going to discuss regulatory affairs. Different regulatory bodies are working at different levels, national levels, international levels. So, what exactly role of this regulatory affairs? A regulatory affair is a profession which acts as the interface between pharmaceutical industry and drug regulatory authorities across the world. In it is mainly involved in registration of drug product in a respective countries prior to their marketing. These are the regulatory agencies where we have to register our product, then they will give us confirmation about the safety, efficacy and quality of our product, and then our product is approved for the marketing. The current pharmaceutical industry is well organized, systematic and compliant to compliant to international regulatory standard for manufacturing of chemicals and biological drugs for human and veterinary consumption, as well as medical devices, traditional herbal products and cosmetics. Means all these products entered into the market only after approval of the different regulatory agencies. This regulatory affair department is an important part of this organizational structure of pharmaceutical company, because the regulatory requirements are fulfilled by this regulatory affairs. Internally, it lies at the interface of drug development, manufacturing, marketing and clinical research. Regulatory affairs is actively involved in every stage of development of new medicine and in the post marketing. Then regulatory affairs is a profession within healthcare industry, namely pharmaceutical industry, then medical devices, biologicals and functional foods. And this profession developed from desire of the governments to protect public health by controlling the safety and efficacy of the product in areas like pharmaceuticals, veterinary, medical devices, pesticides, agrochemicals, then cosmetics, then complementary medicines. These are the different areas, and product from these different areas entered into the market only after the approval of the regulatory affairs, regulatory body, regulatory affairs profession at its heart is all about collecting, analyzing, communicating the risk and benefit of healthcare products to regulatory agency and public all over the world. Means the regulatory affair profession collecting information of product, analyze it, then communicate risks involved in this particular product to the regulatory agencies, and it is helpful for the all public also into the world. This profession acts as an interface of pharmaceutical industry and drug regulatory authorities. This department involved registration of drug product in respective countries prior to their marketing. Now if we want to market any drug into the India, now we should apply first of all for our national agency, that is CDSCO, and then we can apply for the another agencies, that will be your international agencies or the agencies which are working internationally. So if you want to market product, especially pharmaceutical product in India, CDSCO is a regulatory, national level regulatory authority to market the drug into the India. Again, there is a regulatory affair is of two types, that is domestic regulatory affairs, that is country of origin, and international regulatory affair other than country of origin. Means each and every country is having their own regulatory body. And second one is international regulatory affair. Means if you want to sell your product into the international market, then for that product you have to apply you have to apply for this regulatory international regulatory affair. Then this regulatory body will approve your product, then you can sell it into the international market. Then regulatory affair communicate with one of the center, for example Center for Drug Evaluation and Research at the FDA headquarters. Then MHRA countries, Ministry of Health. Regulatory affair is comparatively new profession which is initiated from government to protect public health by controlling safety, efficacy of product in different areas. The company involved in discovery, testing, manufacture and marketing of drug product should ensure that they supply a quality product that are safe, effective for the public health and welfare. So with the help of this regulatory affair, public health is also maintained and quality products are entered into the market with good quality, safety and effectiveness will get. Then regulatory affair profession. Pharmaceutical and clinical research industry most regulated among all industries. Every drug before getting market approval must undergo rigorous scrutiny and clinical trial. Why these rigorous scrutiny and clinical trials are required? To ensure safety, efficacy and quality of product. And for that purpose, these regulatory authorities are having very rigorous rules or stringent rules. And then your product is scrutinized. Standards are set by regulatory authorities, and this regulatory affair department act as a crucial link between company product and regulatory authorities. And this is a mediator, or you can say a conveyor between your regulatory authorities and manufacturing companies. Why this drug regulatory affair is required and what exactly it is? Unique mixture of science and management to achieve commercially important goal. Now what exactly the commercially important goal? The product which is going to enter into the market, either it is veterinary product, biological product or pharmaceutical product. That product should be safe, effective and it should have a good quality. Then it is helpful for the population. And one more thing, when this product entered into the market, it gives revenue to that particular company. So with the help of this drug regulatory affairs, we can achieve both of these goals, from population point of view and from manufacturer point of view. It touches everything related to drug, from the development, manufacturing and marketing. Each and every stage into the drug development is related with this regulatory affairs. Then these regulatory affairs take care of designing and development plan of your drug, then coordination, then writing, reviewing and supervising, then construction, assembling and submission management for different application, either it is IND application or NDA application. What is scope of this regulatory profession? During the life cycle of product management, it start with the drug discovery step and up to the post marketing stage of this drug discovery process. Means, during all this step, drug regulatory affair is working continuously. From drug development to commercialization, each step is regulated. Now, cycle of your product development is like that: R&D, then clinical studies are there, then submit, registration, then manufacturing, labeling, advertising, then distribution, then reimbursement and post market surveillance. Okay, these are the steps involved into this drug development, and during each and every step this regulatory affair is working. Now we'll see what are the responsibilities of this regulatory affair professional. Keep up to date about international legislation, then guideline and customer practices, update with company's product range, compliance with company's product with current regulation, keep up to date about international legislation means when any updation of rule or updation of guidelines are there, then this regulatory department should be thorough with this knowledge, that up to date knowledge should be there with them. Then update with company product range means with the help of this guideline, these regulatory affairs suggest changes into the company products. Then compliance of this regulatory authority will get easily. Then compliance of product with current regulation. Then impart training to R&D, pilot plant, then ADL on current regulatory requirements. Means if updation of guidelines is there related with R&D, related with pilot plant or ADL, then training is required to give that particular professional into the department. Then formulate regulatory submission strategies. Prepare IMPD or drug master file, then ANDA, then MAA, then dossier amendments and supplements as per regional guidelines and submit them to regulatory authorities to a specified time frame. regulatory authorities required a documentation part. Say for example, in case of abbreviated new drug application, they required a data of bioequivalence, and they are having some formats, and within that format they required bioequivalence study data. So job of this regulatory affair department is the data generated during this drug development regarding the bioequivalence that has to be framed into the format of regulatory authorities, and then it is submitted to the respective regulatory authority, either it is national or international. Then monitor progress of all registration submission. Now suppose company have filed ANDA application, so what is the process of all registration submission, and that submission process is tracked by this regulatory affair. Then respond to queries as they arise and ensure that registration or approval are granted without delay. During this or after the submission of any application, if some queries are there during review of the regulatory authorities, then that queries can easily removed, or easily you can say solved by this regulatory professional, so process of approval will not be delayed. Then handle regulatory and customer inspection, review audits, audit reports and compliance. Arrange consultations and meetings between firm and government regulatory agencies. For arrangement of meetings between regulatory authorities and manufacturer or investigator. Then regulatory affair in R&D. Now the affair personnel work in collaborative with R&D to develop innovative product that meets a new technological and regulatory development to accelerate time to market. The new products are expected to increase the revenue of the organization. Losses due to delay marketing will eventually get nullified with large material gains in revenue, profit over time. Then employing adaptive clinical trial strategies to obtain quick approval from regulatory authorities. Avoid pitfall in process, can accelerate development of new drug and help to reduce the expensive error and timeline. So this regulatory affair, when your product is having a very good role, when your drug is in the stage of R&D, when you are synthesizing your drug into the R&D. So this regulatory affair, what they have to do, first of all they have to support the R&D to develop the innovative product, and which is having a good quality, efficacy and safety. Then that product should give good revenue to the organization. Okay, there should be minimum loss. Then when this manufacturer is applying for the for application to the regulatory authority, so this filing of application should be in such a way that there should not be any queries. So this regulatory professional guide or file this application with thorough study, so there will not be any query. Okay, and if queries are there, then that queries should be resolved within less period of time and accelerate process of drug discovery. Then regulatory affairs in clinical trial. They are a primary link between company and worldwide regulatory agency, as we all know, like FDA, CDSCO, MCCA, TGA, and this professional work is to furnish timely report of new data which is obtained in a trials and help in approval process of new drug product as according to local regulatory bodies in their respective states. It means the data generated during these clinical trials should be arranged into the format of respective regulatory bodies of states. Then importance of this regulatory affairs. Company success depends on reduction of time taken for the drug reach into the market. So for approval of a single drug, 18 to 20 years are required. So when company is having the guidance of this regulatory professional, it helpful to reduce that time for the drug development process. Then inadequate reporting of data may prevent a timely positive evaluation of a market application. Then proper conduct of regulatory affairs activity is therefore of considerable economic importance for the company. Means within less period of time your product will be entered into the market, and it will give you a revenue to the particular company. No DMF and dossier, no registration, no sale. So this regulatory affair is working in between company, product and regulatory authority. So this regulatory affair guide company how their product will be, then it will be easily approved by the regulatory authority. Then role of regulatory affair professionals. Registration of your product. They advise company both strategically and technically at the highest level. Strategic as well as technical issues will be handled by this regulatory affair professional. Their role begins right from development of product to making product into the ready for the marketing and post marketing. They advise at all stages, both in terms of legal and technical requirement, restraint. Companies save a lot of time and money in developing a product and marketing same. They have a major contribution in companies' success both commercially and scientifically. Means with the help of this regulatory affair professional, there is a commercial growth of company as well as growth in terms of research also. The main role is to comply with safety efficacy of product as per regulation laid down by the government of particular nation or state. In an organization, there are prime responsibilities involves preparation and presentation of registration documents to regulatory agencies, carry out all following discussion to obtain and maintain marketing authorization for product concerns. They need to keep a track of your changing legislation in all countries where company is looking to market their product. Means if you want to sell your product into the international market or any other countries, so that regulatory professional should track legislation in all those countries. They are responsible for presentation of registration documents to regulatory agencies in India and importing countries and carry out all subsequent negotiation necessary to obtain and maintain marketing authorization for the product concerned in the country of origin as well as importing country. If we are importing some drugs from other countries, still we have to file or that company have to file some documents to our regulatory bodies. So this fulfillment have been done with help of this regulatory affair professional. Then role of this regulatory affair into the product development. Drug products are highly regulated channel compared to the others, and these regulations are generally maintained and handled by regulatory bodies, and these bodies generally gives advice to the product development based on IND NDA guidelines once after approval of the process. Complete these bodies generally focus on drug post-market property and also on a pharmacovigilance aspect of drug product, and it also reminds drug renewal period. In this way, this regulatory affair is having also very good role into the product development or important role into the product development. This is a cycle of your product development. Filing of IND application, then it is approved, then submitted to the NDA application, then this NDA application is approved. And during this filing of IND and NDA application, there is a regulatory affair professional taking too much efforts for compiling a data of that particular application. Then after approval, again this role of regulatory affairs start for pharmacovigilance, then variation for the advertising, and then if everything is okay, then your product is entered into the market. But if any step is required renewal, then that renewal is also be there for your product with guidance of these regulatory affairs, and again modified application is submitted to the regulatory authority, it is approved, and then your product is entered into the market. Then these different professionals working into the working at a different post, that is regulatory affair associate, regulatory affair assistants, then regulatory affair head or director, then medical information associates, drug inspector, drug controller, drug safety specialist, regulatory food safety scientists, quality operations, quality control, quality assurance, and regulatory affair consultants. These are different posts which are working with the regulatory affairs. Now we'll see what are the different regulatory authorities at a country level and at an international level. If you observe international level, two regulatory authorities are working, that is ICH and WHO. In Europe, European Medicine and Evaluation Agency is there. In India, CDSCO is there, that is Central Drug Standard Control Organization. Then in US FDA is a regulatory authority. Then DHHS, that is Department of Health and Human Services. Then National Center for Complementary and Alternative Medicine. Then UK MHRA, Medicine and Healthcare Products and Regulatory Authorities. In Australia, Therapeutic Goods Administration is a regulatory body. Then in China, State Food and Drug Administration. In Brazil, National Health Surveillance Agency is there. And in New Zealand, MedSafe, that is Medicine and Medical Devices Safety Authority. Okay, these are the different country as well as international level regulatory authorities working for the safety, efficacy and quality of products. So this is all about regulatory affairs. Thank you.